What up, unicorns? Eric Evan here, and welcome to another video. And today's video is a little different because it's not just me on camera, it's me talking with somebody else. It's actually a coaching call that I did with one of my Patreon members, Michael, and Michael actually found me via YouTube, which is pretty cool because, you know, I do YouTube. So Michael actually found me via the YouTube video, how to do a whiteboard challenge. And he actually signed up to be a Patreon member because there are a lot more videos on Patreon on the whiteboard challenge. I give a full presentation on like tips and tricks and questions that interviewers are asking themselves about you, and also do a full long execution of the whiteboard challenge, full long hour long execution of it. Basically go through every freaking thing of it. I give myself a prompt, etc. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, make sure you go to patreon.com/uglyunicorn and you can get that content from there. But anyways, on the coaching call, Mike and I talked about the whiteboard challenge. We talked about his job and his role. An interesting fact is Michael is actually a senior product designer, which is pretty cool because usually I get a lot of juniors. I get some seniors that hit me up, but it's always nice to connect with like another senior member in the actual UX field because, you know, we can always ping pong different ideas off each other. And Michael's a really cool guy. We actually exchanged contact information in the actual chat, in the actual conversation. So it's pretty cool because we actually live in the same area. Who would have thought? But anyways, Michael actually booked a session with me for 30 minutes. He went to uglyunicorns.com and just did that. So if you're interested in booking a session with me, just like Michael did, make sure you go to uglyunicorns.com and book a session there. We can also have a nice little chat about the whiteboard challenge or whatever you want to talk about. It could be about interview prep. It could be about how to present your work. It could be anything, portfolio review. If you want me to go over your portfolio and you present it and I can just give you tips on that. You actually just want to just talk, hang out, whatever you want to do, it's fine. But anyways, guys, here's a video of me and Michael and a coaching call. I hope you enjoy this and thank you so much. Here's a video.
About that. How you doing?
What's up, man? Feeling good, bro. How you feeling?
I'm great, man. Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I've been listening to your voice for the past 72 hours. I've been sleeping in AirPods.
Oh man. That's awesome, bro.
It's been crazy, man. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, man. My current job, we got a lot of shit to do. It's insane. Like I got put on a new team yesterday and we got like a 4-week timeline to get shit pushed out. So it's a constant grind right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got those same headphones. Those the Bose.
Yeah, the Bose 700s. Yeah. Nice.
Those same one.
Man,
jump right into it. So man, I'm saving all the BS. But I've been in this business, bro. I've been doing product design and just design work for about 14 years now.
Yeah.
I know I look young, but I'm 34. And I've been doing this for a while, man. So I ran a software company, a mobile app software company. So we've been dealing with a lot of the things that you've talked about was kind of more on the professional side. I started this company about 8 years ago. So I kind of understand the business. I've dealt with stakeholders and I build products and wireframes, all that stuff that we discussed. The only thing that this is the first time in maybe over a decade that I'm going to be more in the corporate world. And this was more of a connection that I had to get this senior product position. I actually have the whiteboard challenge today. They love my resume because I've been in the business for so long.
Yeah.
So today was the actual whiteboard challenge. And so I've been I got my laptop, got my questions already to the side.
Nice.
And I got another iPad and everything. So, awesome. But yeah, so I was just looking at, the best way to present today. Most of the things you discussed, I've kind of been in those situations, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's in person, presenting, excuse me, the idea, the portfolio, just communicating with our teams collectively, on a Zoom call. So
yeah,
I understand that. Really, what I was thinking with you to conversate about is more so what's some ideas and pointers that you can give me for today. I am meeting with one guy. I'm not sure there's going to be extra individuals.
Yeah.
on there. I got the guys now. I try to do a little research to try to see if I can get some
Smart.
similarities,
Smart.
some common things to talk about. But he just had a link in. I couldn't find the Facebook, Instagram, anything like that. But yeah, just some more insights. Like I said, it's going to be my first time going back into the workforce.
Yeah, I can give you a little explanation because I interview a lot of people with this whiteboard challenge thing, and some of the mistakes that people make is one, they don't ask enough questions about the user. They don't ask what's the goals of the product. They don't ask the business side of things. So like, if you go into a product design role, you need to kind of define both, right? Because this is your thing. This is your workshop, so you need to run it like a workshop. And you make sure if it's one or two people, I probably said this before, but like make sure that person that is a user, make sure you ask user questions. Just involve them as well. And that's when, yeah, make sure you involve them because it's supposed to be interactive. It's supposed to be helping you, right? So make sure you involve them as well. And one last thing is
which you have a great process here to start with. You know, I'm kind of glad I did find your template.
Yeah,
one of the things with this particular interview is that it's only 30 minutes. Have you guys had 30 minutes?
We've never had shorter than 30. Shorter than 30 minutes. Wow. It's always been an hour.
Yeah.
Always been an hour.
This is a 30-minute. I wish I could afford you to eat, but yeah, so it made me think more like, I wonder how intense this really is. I mean, because I've been, of course, this is something that's become second nature for me as far as figuring out processes and things. So it makes sense that it's probably one person since it is 30 minutes. I don't see four people being on the call for 30-minute sessions. So it may not be that intensive.
Yeah.
And they didn't mention this again, I can show you the email, but and then do I show it a portfolio? I mean, I have a huge portfolio. Is that something that's shown normally through Whiteboard Challenge?
Whiteboard Challenge, we don't even look at portfolios because we have a separate thing for that. So like we have an hour-long portfolio review where we like have you present. Have you had one of those yet?
No, we had just a brief call prior to setting up this interview.
That's interesting because usually the portfolio review comes before the challenge part.
It was actually probably part of my resume because I sent the portfolio out. So they may review the resume and then review the portfolio and just kind of took it, hey, let's give this guy a call. Nice. Now let's see if he's able to lead and actually be what he say is in his resume. And now we're going from there. So that's just my assumption. That's why I wanted to talk to you about it. What is the normal process after that? Like after you do a whiteboard challenge, is there any other sessions like an advanced whiteboard challenge or conversation?
So typically in my experience, it's like you do your portfolio review, whiteboard challenge, and you also do other interviews with other team members. So like you might interview with like a PM, you might interview with a dev, you might interview with like, if you're at a smaller place, you might interview with like the head of product.
You know, I know it's not what this call is about, man, but I was telling my mother, I was like, this position, the person I met to even get this position and me finding you out of the millions of people that's probably online, you know, doing design and talking about this stuff. I was like, man, this was probably like meant to be, you know. And then now you said, I'm in Jacksonville, up the street from you, man.
That's wild. Yeah, we gotta connect after the call so we can link up in person for sure.
Man, let me give you my number.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna write it down real quick, man. And you can text me.
That's me.
Yeah. Wow.
That's wild. Look at that. We made a connection to a Zoom call. I love it.
That's crazy. How did you like my see the video you moved from Atlanta? How do you like Jacksonville?
Dude, Jacksonville's way better. It's a lot slower, not crazy. Traffic is pristine here. I love it, man. I love it.
Man, awesome. Lunch on me, man. Next time
let's go, bro. No, lunch on me, dog. Lunch on me. Let's do it.
Hey, it's even better. Like I said, I'm pretty confident. I've done multiple presentations here in Jacksonville. I did some seminars on a few things. I built a software that allows you to build applications online, sort of like a Wix software. So we have people licensing the software out. So have tons of experience in this field. So it's just the professional aspect and what the interviewers may be looking for is kind of where I had the question marks over my head. Like, okay, what do I need to do to make everything together? But my portfolio, I built that together. I kind of added a couple more questions to your questions that you had.
Yeah, perfect.
It's kind of based around the company, because you did mention sometimes that they may have a product. If it's a company, they may have a product that's probably an app, and you want to know that app in and out. So I kind of just kind of had some side questions behind, just in case it came that way. But then again, I don't know what we're doing, but what we do have, they did mention that they have other clients outside the company that we'll be building for, and there's a South region, so it's like Atlanta or Georgia, Texas, Florida, and I think some Carolinas, something like that. So that I will be flying out to, meeting with those individuals. So
this is for a senior role, senior product.
Senior product design. Yeah,
that's
senior
awesome.
Product design role. So, and it's crazy because when I was younger, I was always doing some product design, and like I said, you and I will talk about that later on. But it's always something I have a true passion. It's not something I'm just getting into. I have a true passion for the design and everything. So I'm just excited about it.
That's one thing too, is like coming super prepared for these things is really helpful too, man. One I like to always ask is like, what's your leadership philosophy?
What's your leadership?
And people get stumped on that.
The interviewers?
Yeah, they get stumped. And it's like, yo, you need to be a better leader if you don't know that.
Right. Okay.
That can tell you a lot about a person for sure.
I was just thinking, since it's 30 minutes, I was going to come in and say, hey, the first, few minutes, just kind of tell a little bit about, who I am, and because I know they're going to ask those questions. Finish the other 20 minutes, or out just kind of designing, and then the last 5 for Q&A. But kind of come out like leading. Since it is 30, I'm gonna come out and just lead. Like, hey, I see we got 30 minutes. I'm gonna spend the first couple of minutes letting you know who I am, introducing myself. We can spend the next 20 minutes designing, wireframing. I'll show you my process I have set up here, whiteboard, and then the last 5 minutes we'll jump into Q&A. Is that okay? He said, hey, yeah, let's do it, and then we'll jump right.
Yeah, that could work. They also might give you the prompts too. Like they might give you the kind of the overflow and the breakdown, because that's typical what we do.
Okay. Let me see here. I think that's mostly it. I mean, everything else. I mean, I'm not one of those guys gonna just ask you a bunch of dumb questions, because I understand it. Like I said, I just really wanted to just speak with you from a heads up perspective, or what to expect, when they're coming. And
so how are you gonna do you have like a tablet, you have like a mouse, like how are you gonna draw the sketches?
That's it, man. I really appreciate your time, and man, you're doing a great job of what you got going on, man. I really love how you got everything set up, the whole Ugly Unicorns.
I appreciate it, bro.
I love it all, man. So congrats on everything. So that'll be pretty cool. And then collaborating with you, finally, you're literally the only person I would know that's a senior product designer, in person, that I can discuss some things with and help out throughout the career with this. And
man. I think you'll be fine, dude. Like I think with your experience, your background, you seem very confident. You don't seem like you don't know what the hell you're doing. So I think you're gonna be great, dude. Honestly.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna get a haircut real quick and get some threads.
At least you got hair, bro. I ain't got nothing up here.
No, man.
It fell off.
One day I got a head full of hair, man.
Man, it fell off on me. Yeah, when you turned 30, it just kind of went away from me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. How old are you?
36.
36. Okay,
yeah. We're roughly about the same age.
I'm gonna let you go. I know you gotta wrap up some things. Man, great meeting you again. I really appreciate your time. Looking forward to getting together. I will just I'll text you or something, let you know how it went.
Do that.
Response for everything. But I'm kind of glad you told me I don't need my portfolio, so I don't have to worry about that. I can just kind of relax my mind and just watch this video again and just kind of get some ideas and the Patreon on the tips and tricks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Awesome, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Well, cool, man. Well, you have a great day. I'll shoot you a text probably around 4, just kind of letting you know how it went, and we'll go from there, man. We'll most definitely connect in the next couple of days.
Awesome, bro. Take care.
Hey, send me this video too. I'm gonna say this
I got you.
This is legendary, right?
Legendary. I seen you in the video too.
All right, man.
All right, bro.